hoping that we might be given a chance to be heard. But today I'm cutting ties to U.S. Bank, and I'm going to cut up a credit card that they issued. Scissors.
We're gathered here today to call U.S. Bank to stop investing in toxic practices that are harming our communities and that are profiting off of the misery of the poor. Hazardous products like payday lending, which loans money to people who cannot pay it back, trapping them in loan after loan and charging them an average of 300% interest. That is just plain wrong. Usury. The Bible calls this usury, and our faith calls it sin. We know that payday lending is widening the racial disparities and making Minnesota a toxic place for people of color to live and for the poor to raise their children. That's not right. We also know that U.S. Bank finances dirty fossil fuel projects that are harming all of our communities and our climate. It is putting our water at risk. It is harming native communities as well. Today we're calling on U.S. Bank to divest from these toxic products, and until they do, we are divesting from U.S. Bank. We as Isaiah and all of us gathered here today are calling on all of our memberships to move their money from U.S. Bank until they stop investing in these toxic products and practices and who are harming, who are profiting off of the misery of the poor. We are going to divest from them until they divest from all of these toxic practices.
Coming in here today, I saw this big stadium, this new football stadium. And I could not pass the stadium without seeing U.S. Bank. But I come to say to U.S. Bank, you need to remove that U.S. from your logo because it's not working for us. I don't want to see something that's supposed to be working for all of us, and you got the name U.S. Bank. It's not working for us. Stop the debt trap today.
We're asking U.S. Bank to follow what other banks have done. Most major national banks across the country have taken some step back from financing the dirtiest fossil fuel to say they'll think about it before they finance more coal and put their money into that dirty energy. And we're asking them to lead by investing more of their money in clean energy that can create good jobs for people here in our communities, people that want to work weatherizing our homes, providing access to clean energy for people here in Minneapolis and the Twin Cities in Minnesota.
The question is, instead of financing high interest loans and places like payday lending that prey on poor folk, why doesn't the banking community create community loans for people who are poor with lower interest rates, so that people have a chance to come out of debt instead of being steeped in debt?
I'm out here to ask U.S. Bank to divest from its funding of payday lending.
Where are they funding?
So they're funding Payday America and other people like that, and I think there's several. We have a list. There's several payday loan organizations that they're funding, and they're benefiting from funding those organizations. Excessive interest rate, an average of 300%.
What's the interest rate?
There's an average of 300%. It can be as much. We've heard as much as 600%, but the average across the board is 300%.
We'll never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.